What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinemajaymedia here, and today we're going to cover the 450 race first since they went first. But before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Just so thankful to have the opportunity to sit here and talk about some dirt bikes, man. So today we're going to talk about why Chase Sexton looked different. I think we all can agree. He looked different, right? We're going to get into that. And why Jett Lawrence lost. So go ahead, drop down in the comments. What do you guys think? How do you guys think Chase looked? How do you guys think Jett looked? Why do you think he lost? I know why Jett Lawrence lost. I think, honestly, we all should know. So let's just jump right into it. Let's look at the footage, man. Yeah, the live stream got taken down. Totally my fault. I was copyright streaming, so not even mad at that. But Moto Highlights somehow is able to put these races up on YouTube. So I got to slow down a lot. We're just going to look at some key moments in Moto 1 and Moto 2 for the 450s. Go to racerx.com to check out the results, but look at that start. Hold on, we got to take that back. Look at, I mean, in the first 10 feet, Jett Lawrence is out of there. Also, that Moto 2 start from Hunter might have been crazier than this, okay? What y'all think about this? Look at that, power. Prado, not all dramatic, just straight line. This is honestly, this is a better start right here, because Jett did all of that, though it looked cool and all that, but like, he's not up front. Prado, this is Prado, right? Yeah, that's what you want to look like. So great start from Prado. Just man, let's see what happened. Okay, Chase is already, so this was a good line from Chase because he could square up this inside and just shoot around the outside. That didn't make sense, but he could square it up, carry a lot of speed out here. And man, them boys sending it. And like I said, great from Prado. He's protecting the inside here. But I think Prado did what we were talking about last week with what Jett did. Jett has one on the outside, AP and Tomac, and he filled up this space right here. He filled up this space. Right? Am I right? Got to. It's Jett Lawrence, right? Jett, he could come out here, he could go inside, but wouldn't really be a good racing line or racing decision. But this is why these starts are so good, and this is why I love this sport. It's because unlike any other sport where you could kind of one-on-one somebody, man, you got Tomac right here and Chase Sexton, Justin Cooper, all great starters right here. Hunter, some reason, did not get a good start, which is surprising. But Chase takes advantage of this little scrap right here. Yep. Jorge does what he needs to do right here. This is great. That was one good thing Jorge Prado did, but look who gets to take advantage. Chase Sexton. I mean, dang, Jorge, oh man, he completely filled up. I mean, okay, I'll take it back. I take it back. You didn't have to do all that. That was good enough. Now you go. But I mean, he just did Jett's wheel. Nah, even if Jett's wheel hits, it doesn't affect Jorge. I mean, this is, can he turn that thing? Y'all see that? Yeah, that was not a good move. So now Chase is doing the thing. He's like, all right, this is my track now. Let me push him out. That was good right there. That was cold. And look at Jett already with the racecraft. I'm not gonna ride behind Jorge. Let me go ahead and get beside him, try to get around him. I mean, this is why they call it horsepower hill right here. I mean, everybody's going after it right here, and they're giving it all they got, but then they got to back off or clutch it to, you know, put the front wheel down. Man, these are 450s, factory 450s. That was a dog fight right there. But Chase Sexton comes out on top in position, and Jett does what he needs to do, almost kind of sorta. Jorge was putting up some fight still. We're gonna watch the first part of this start here. Them boys scrapping back there, by the way. Let's see what let's see what we see next in Moto 1. If you don't know just why this is kind of going, Moto 1, you had Chase, Tomac, and Jett Lawrence. We're gonna break down some key moments, and the reason why I'm playing this I want to see the full race, and we can pick our points, because the highlights, usually I will sit with the highlights. I ain't got much time, y'all. I'm behind this week. I got other client videos to make. It's just because, man, they don't put everything in the highlights. There's some good stuff that we miss. So this is good right here. Yeah, but I'm not gonna play the whole thing, of course, right? Y'all gotta pay to watch, okay? Pay to watch. All right, this was another key section right here. All right, so we got Chase, Prado, Jett. Now Justin Cooper is behind someone. This is the faster line, arguably. Am I wrong or am I right? But to me, this was the better line. And Tomac, I think, if I had to guess, is gonna come out in front of Justin Cooper right here. But yep, Justin Cooper gets held up by Jett. But this right here, that is why this line was just cooked. Not good. And then look at this. Tomac almost got in front of Jett. That's how cooked that line was. So now he's back in front of J Coop. Got a better position at least. But arguably, man, Tomac, if he was really wanting it, man, he could have cut off Jett right there. It would have been a dangerous move. I wouldn't condone that. But he could have. He could have. Look at this. Look at what Jett is looking. Man, it's stuff like that, man. And that rut right there is gonna form. But look at Tomac. Look at the fight. This is what we're talking about. This is what we wanted to see. And he's trying. Like, Tomac was racing, right? Y'all catch that? This is so like Jett right here, he's settled. I feel like he's confident behind Prado, especially what we saw last week. Prado, he looks back at Prado and there's like no fight. So Jett, he's like, okay, he's staying composed, he's patient. So he's just riding his line, kind of, sort of. But this from Tomac is racing. This is what we want from Tomac, all right? Look at my boy, he trying to duck up in there on Jett. Yeah, and opening laps. This is something these guys have been talking about, opening laps. I gotta give him more, I gotta give him my all. But Jorge was riding, man. He's riding in motocross how he's performing, I should say, in motocross how he is in supercross, which is kind of sad to say because like he could get a start in supercross, kind of right up there because he knows how to ride a dirt bike. Man, he just carried way more speed off of this, but he drops back and we didn't expect that in motocross. All right, let's get right into why Jett Lawrence lost and break it down. But before we do, check out the sponsor of this video. Eargos are high fidelity earplugs. So if you guys are in motocross, going to concerts, going to Monster Jam, like all that stuff, man, or just some focus, you know what I'm saying? Going to the coffee shop, you know, sleep, things like that. Guys, check out Eargos right now. I have the discount code. It is trackside, of course. PanicRev's overall mission is to share the gospel with the motocross community through authentic and engaging content such as this. Listen, the main goal is to inspire you guys to follow Jesus. So yes, PanicRev does have some pretty cool apparel, so check that out. They got some really good stuff on the website. In my opinion, some of the best out, especially motocross related, so I love it. They sent me some stuff. I'll be rocking it throughout the videos. This hoodie fits good, looks good, and feels good. And they're a nonprofit, so of course we do encourage donations and any kind of support online through these videos, social media. Of course, I have the discount code. If you guys want to purchase something on their website, it is trackside. You guys get 10% off. So take advantage of that, guys. It's really good stuff. Faith, family, Moto. What more could you ask for? Both their #1 sponsor, mine is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Sota Fuel just did something really great. They just dropped a variety pack. So if you never had them before and you kind of want a little bit of everything, then they got that variety pack and I got the discount code, which is trackside. So check out Sota Fuel. Y'all, it's hot outside. You need some electrolytes, man. I ain't even playing. I ain't making this up. You need some electrolytes. They got good ingredients in here. Take a look. Go to the website if you got questions, man. Shout out Gypsy Tales. This Gypsy juice, it's kind of hitting. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of hitting. All right, I just want to point out that it was a moment where Jett was 2 seconds behind Chase. Thought he was falling off the pace, but then if you're really being smart, you know, he's just settling in and just watching lines, letting the race come to him to know he's going to make a push. Because we're not even inside of 10 minutes, but it's just something about that 10-minute mark, or it's just something about where you could tell where a guy's like trying, and we're going to see that 2 seconds turns into right on his back wheel. And you know what Jett does is just goes faster. He just sends it in a little bit harder, man. So right here, I mean, he's closer. within the same lap, still taking this line, which look at Chase here flowing, doesn't even lift up, but then he's got to deal with this. Look at the legs. Now I ain't gonna lie, that's some crazy leg work. Look at that. That was crazy leg work. You know, basketball said we got footwork, man. Look at the leg work. But I just wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling it at all, man. Tomac ended up going there. And you know, right now it's early. They're just filling stuff out. But this is why this might be the lap right here. This is why this right here, this line does work. He gets to start outside. And okay, this is not the lap, but we're gonna show y'all. Also standing. Look at him standing in the shallow right here. And then all right, start set up. I'm closer. All right, now let's see if he sends it in a little harder this time, because he is closer. Technically, he's past him right here. Look at the leg switch. He's already prepared. All right, on the throttle, on the gas. All right, here's we start setting it up right here. Closer. He's closer. He knows he's closer. And then now what this Jett is gonna do, he's gonna try to do what he did last week. He's gonna eat up the inside, eat up all that space. Typical racing line. We see this in all racing. Come out wide. Just gotta break though, because Chase, and then dip to the inside. This is such a good move. Such a good move. And he has them, but man, as you can tell, the traction was not what it needed to be right there. Like from Chase, we would see a lot of try hardness. Look at that. Look at that rut. It's so shallow. It's just nothing there. Great move, but had the race been, had that line been developed a little more, would have been really good. And I thought Jett was going to do that later on in the race. Was let that develop a little more, carve it out, and then he could take advantage of it. That's what I thought he was going to do. But Jett is not straight. He's all over the place. But Chase, composed, race his race. Chase was racing as if Jett wasn't there. And look at that, scrubbing him out again. These are all things these guys do. Like, he didn't do that for style, cool points. All right, he knows Jett is here. Back it up, raise it up. Yeah, Jett has to go higher. He's got to respect his line. He's taking up the track over here, taking up his real estate. He knows where Jett is. Got a little crazy right there. But man, this is good from Chase, man. He was racing Jett really good, and I'm really impressed. So I want to say congratulations to Chase Sexton for racing like a champion against a champion. This is what I paid for. This is what we all came here for, right? Yeah, but that was cool. I'll just show when Jett crashed, and then we'll get over it. We'll cut over to Moto 2, look at some points, and I'm out of here. Yeah, protecting the inside though. And now this is also good from Chase. I didn't realize what Chase did here, but Chase recognizes that this is Jett's line that he's making that move on, and he eats up the line. He takes it up from Jett. So now Jett can't pass here. Jett would have and this rut starts out here. He just has no opportunity to pass her. So this is good from Chase. Good racecraft. That's why he won this race. Chase Sexton stayed composed, didn't get in his head, and didn't do anything stupid in Moto 2. But takes this line from Jett. You know, one could say probably loosen it up a little bit. You know, nah, that ain't how it works. But yeah, Jett is just, you know, mentally is why Jett lost this race. Because Jett lost his composure. Okay. Jett lost his composure, had no throttle control like he normally does here, recognizes that this is not working. So I just gotta gas it, and I gotta stay as close to this guy as possible. Chase is riding solid. Jett was not. And then this happens. I mean, you're just too heavy on it, dude. He hit the line pretty good, but Jett was too heavy on the throttle. But looking at how Chase is out of there, get straight. Jett, his foot is out, just bad position. He's not balanced. And that's why he's upset, because he knows. Jett knows what he did wrong here. And it was a lapse in judgment. That's all it is. It was a lapse in judgment. But I love seeing this in slow-mo. Really get to appreciate the racing here, guys. So this is really good stuff. But I'm sorry. One thing I didn't point out was this guy. Look at him take advantage of this. He's like, yeah, I was just close enough. Hit that, switch that gear right there. Look at that roof trail. Shout out to Tomac for taking advantage of that, for staying in the fight. That's why you stay in the fight, guys, because you never know. I had said in the live stream, I was like, Jett racing like this, Chase put Jett in the worst position possible. Force him into a mistake. That's your best hope, is start in front of Jett, make him right over his head so that this happens. And it did. And it paid off. All right, Moto 2. Look at Hunter. Okay, first 10 feet, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because look at everyone else. Okay, look at Prado. I expect that. World-class starter. And so Prado would be first. But this was, let's back this up. Just flawless. He like he on a Moto GP bike. Like he on a GP bike. It's crazy. Look at that straight line drive. It's really good. He is on that bad boy. Makes everybody look like they're standing still. But look at Prado. Another great start. Gotta give it to the guy. He's figured that out at least. But best place for Hunter because he could carve this turn a lot better. All right, let's look at what they do. There's Jett. Jett is eating up the inside, which is great. Gotta protect the inside. Now Jett is on it right here. He is so Hunter, he's still like trying to turn, but Jett, he's already like hammering it. Knows he got to get in front of this guy because this guy's going to be out of here and he knows what's going on back here. He's on the throttle right here. It stood him up a little bit, but he committed and just ate up the track and it worked. Yeah, that was a good move right there. Okay, so Jett passes Hunter. And Jett was revving his bike, yo. I can't play the audio, but look at this. He knows, okay? It's like, nah, I'm just gonna commit and go for it and I'm gonna try. But Hunter was fighting. The Hunter we thought like he would have backed off, but look at this, both of them in there. He knows though, Jett wants it more and he did. Straight took it away from him. But before all this, yo, Jett was revving his bike. I've never heard Jett's bike before. But like they came over horsepower hill and all you heard was like right behind Hunter. It was crazy, yo. This was a crazy series of events. But Hunter right here now knows I gotta defend from Chase. Chase, he tries to throw a wheel in there, but Hunter is riding. This was good. But Jett also being overly protective makes a mistake and just doesn't turn. he's trying to protect too much. All right, get a little hop over there. Okay, like even stuff like that. Look how Jett intentionally, boop, boop. You know, he hops over that. Look at Chase. His front wheel down. I'm just gonna ride over it. I might be doing a little too much, but right here, Jett is supposed to be turning. Hunter is going to turn. Look at this. Hunter turns. Jett does not. Watch what happens. That was not a part of the plan from Jett. So when they say like, oh, I made mistakes here, mistakes there, like that's what they mean. That was such a small, subtle thing, but it was a mistake. And it keeps Hunter in the fight and it keeps this almost four-way battle because Tomac is right there, four-way battle going. Hunter has a chance, but respects his brother. Gotta respect Jett right here. All right, don't want it to get unsafe. Hunter would have went in there. Now gotta cross up, come out here. Hunter, I don't understand why he couldn't have really got out of there, but Jett had passed Hunter right before the finish line in the whoops on this outside. I didn't show it because Chase is going to do the exact same thing right here. Look at that. Woo! He had nothing there. And Hunter is still in it. He's in it, man. But that's wanting it more right there. That's the Chase we wanted to see. Cut him off and get out of there. Chase was composed, man. He was solid. He was mentally tough. This was good. And then it was over. We had the yellow flags. And then right after that, we had red flags. Yeah, red flags. All right. What's y'all's opinion, by the way, on this kind of staggered start? My opinion on this staggered start is the guy was walking too slow. His walking pace was not consistent. So therefore it's not fair. Like somebody in the comments said he needed to be on like a golf cart or something. And I agree, he gotta be riding something. It going at a consistent speed. Cause him walking, y'all see dude, he's over there, he's walking in ruts. He's about to fall, he's about to roll his ankle a few times, you know? Dang, it's taking forever. But let's see, look. Look, they almost run into my boy. And Chase, he's like held up. Look at that. Look at the gap right there. Now one could say Chase, he just made a bad call because he almost hits my man. But then he's like scared they're gonna run into him. He's like straddling. He's not even like walking. So not a consistent speed. Tomac gets out of there real good. But we're gonna see what Chase does though. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But look at what I mean, man. My guys, he's in and out of ruts. He's not. Man, this is crazy. And I know they do this in qualifying. Oh man, Jorge like clips his foot, it looks like. This is crazy, man. But just, and then you got this. This is not fair to these dudes, timing wise. Yeah, I don't agree with this. I feel like he should be on something. But hey, it is what it is. That's what we got. And I guess it's better than nothing, right? So if only they had a way to drop the gates like one by one, that would be cool. That would be cool. Come on, man. It's 2025. We should be able to do that. All right. We didn't see what happened in the first. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, we getting into it. Or did no, Chase already got around him. Yeah, Chase took advantage of Hunter. Oh, no, he didn't. It's right here. Yeah. Yeah, to the inside. Hunter just was not feeling it in this Moto 2 restart. Hunter was shot. All right, he was riding like a shadow of himself. But that's what happened, man. That's what happens. They took Hunter out of the fight. You know, also, yes, you know, said a prayer for those affected with the red flag. You know, just pray that whoever it was, well, I saw who it was, but I pray that they're healed, they're restored, they're okay. Also to the fan and Jeremy Han, I think it was, with the bike flying. That was crazy. Pray they're okay, man, in the name of Jesus. But yeah, man, what a wild race, yo. Crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video. We're going to do the 250 video next. We're going to review that footage. And yeah, see you guys over there in the next video.